These modern Bauhaus planters are very popular right now. They're quite easy to make. Just watch till the end and you'll understand the process of making these planters.
Aquí arriba, pones aquí arriba. Okay. Yeah, I want to teach a method of what I call these waste molds. So basically, I'm going to turn this into something that stays inside a cement planter. So this will basically be encapsulated with cement. What's nice about these waste molds is you can make 20 at a time, 10 at a time. If you end up getting a product from delivered to your house, you could use that box, all different sizes. If you have different heights, they look good next to each other. So there's many options with these cardboard boxes. So I have a product, it's an acrylic sealer. And basically all I want to do is get a coat on here.
This process is also great to make tough, really tough fabric planters.
And there's two options. You could let this dry out overnight. So you have this material on here, or you could wrap it in fabric right away. It's up to you. And of course, it has to start to rain. Every cement planter video, we have rain. So I'm going to finish coating this up, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to set it onto fabric, wrap it around. So give me a couple minutes. I'm going to get this all covered, and then we'll start doing the fabric part. Yeah, there's something really important I have to mention about this. When you're using something that is not mixed with water, these boxes, these cardboard boxes don't melt as easy. And what I mean by that is, so I've put all this vinyl acrylic on here, and it basically hasn't made the box collapse or feel wet or fall apart. This is a new fabric from Sika. It's I'll put the link, the name of the fabric in the link. So basically all I do is I tilt this over. I leave enough room everywhere. I squish it into the fabric everywhere. Then I'm going to fold this out. And I don't want to get all this glue on the fabric. Be a little bit generous with this. Don't make it too short because adding is harder. Now I want to mention that this fabric is paper thin. You can see through it. It is incredibly weak. And what I mean by that is you can basically just do this and you can see all the little fibers. But the moment you soak this in any type of cement or sealer or whatever it may be, it goes incredibly hard, like beyond anything you can imagine. So the only thing I didn't do right is I want to wrap the fabric around the inside just to make it that much stronger. It's rain. This doesn't have to be pretty. All you're trying to do is get something that you can put inside a cement planter. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to wrap this, work it in, wrap it around. Okay, one side done. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to fold this. Two sides done. Going to cut this. Cut this. I got to cut down here to bend it. Okay, going to fold this. And you see how nicely this fabric folds because it's so paper thin. The fourth side is going to be a little bit more complicated because that's where everything ends up. Okay, now we have extra fabric. And what I'm trying to do is not to cut the fabric too much, just to keep it nice and strong. Okay, so all my trouble is now in the front. Everything is in this area here, which I have to deal with. I just have way too much fabric here in the front. I'm just gonna wrap this up. Looky, looky. Okay, the box is packaged everywhere. Just gotta make one more cut here on the very bottom. There's many ways to wrap this box. You could cut pieces, you could do all kinds of things. But basically, there's my shape. We're gonna let this dry. We're gonna make the next box. And then what happens is we are gonna make a cement box for this, because this waste mold is basically gonna just disappear into the cement. And then tomorrow we're gonna make a box and put this inside the box and make a cement planter out of this. So remember, this idea of creating waste molds will make a big difference for you to make all types of planters. Yeah, it's the next day. These boxes have dried completely. They're waterproof to some extent, so it's going to be enough to make a cement planter as using these as a waste mold, because this will not absorb cement very easily, the water that's in the cement. Okay, we have the two sizes. Now what we're doing is we're making the boxes where they go in. And what I like to do is I always stagger them in such a way that they go around and they're extra long. So in these corners, I'm going to put extra supports. There's another one going there. And by doing this, I have an open shell and I can easily get this apart from the outside. That's why I do it like this, because I have the extra space. This box goes inside here, goes to the top, and that gives me the space that I need to fill in with cement. Filled up all the seams here with plasticine so that nothing leaks. One of the problems, if you have water leaking out of your cement, it leaves these funny marks, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is very hard to control. Okay, so we're gonna finish these up and then we're gonna start mixing this red industrial cement. Rodrigo, vas a este lado con la vibración, ¿ok? Por favor. Okay, dame un minuto, Rodrigo. Está poniendo durísimo eso. Ok, otra vez, Rodrigo. Ok, otra vez. Aquí. Yeah, so this white cement always has this bluish greenish tinge to it. Okay, so it's the next day. I'm going to take this apart. It's already coming apart because of the moisture in the cement. So I'm going to start taking this apart. I'm going to take all the sand out. Okay, wow. This looks really good. It's got a bit of a blue tinge because of the cement, the sand we use. It's very bluish, very dirty looking. Okay. Okay, so it does look very industrial. A very nice look to it. Okay, we're going to clean these up and then I'm going to plant them up. And then this planter had a bit of a mystery. It was using so much cement, but there's nothing that happened here. So it must have just been that the planter required so much cement. Okay, so the fabric is quite loose. So I'm actually going to pull it out. I said I wouldn't release it, but why not? So it's like a bag, comes right out. There we go. That's the advantage of having a bag inside, these cardboard containers that we made, and they come out complete. And the inside of the planter is completely clean. I just need to drill some holes for the drainage and it's ready to go. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the white one. Get your fingers in there. I'll turn it. So this is better than a piece of plywood because you can get at it. There you go. That's how nicely it releases. Yeah, I'm going to clean these guys up. We're going to plant them with some nice succulents or something smaller, and we'll show you the finished product. Yeah, we're going to start planting this up. There's a real nice relationship between succulents and cement planters. They really do well together. It's like a symbiotic sort of mechanism where the cement holds the moisture and gives it off nicely. Okay, we're going to finish these two planters off and we'll show you the end result. I need something taller here. I'm going to do the same in this and we'll come back with the end result for you. As a little side note, these bags that came out, I'm going to use them as seed bags. So they're actually really useful because the pressure from the soil pushes the walls out and maintains it perfectly. So we can use this as a seed bag and it's going to make a big difference for us having these extra containers. So nothing goes to waste. That's the whole concept. is you have to use everything that comes out of a project like this. Look at that. That gets seated, ready to go.